Good afternoon, and thanks for tuning in. I'm Dave Shank, President and CEO of Tel Hai, and I'm joined by Karen Horning, Executive Vice President of Resident Services. As you may have heard or read the notices provided earlier today, it is a heartbreaking day within our community. It's with great sadness that we share this most difficult news of the effect of this global pandemic onto Tel Hai.
Last evening, we received notification that a Lakeview personal care resident passed away. Prior to their death, it was confirmed the individual had tested positive for COVID-19. Our hearts go out to the family and friends of this resident and the team members within this loving community that provided support and care to this dear individual. Additionally, a Lakeview Direct Care team member tested positive for COVID-19 yesterday and is currently off campus.
At this time, please join me in offering prayer and support as we grieve together. As you have experienced, Tel Hai team members have worked tirelessly to ensure the safety of our entire community since March. We are proud of the work that they have done and their commitment to our infection prevention methods. To team members that are currently watching, thank you.
Please be assured that we remain committed and determined to minimize the risk of the spread of COVID-19 to other individuals. Our team is trained and well equipped to safely care for all our residents.
We are currently conducting outbreak testing on all residents of Lakeview and Meadows, along with any team members that have worked or are currently working in either of these areas. As COVID-19 testing progresses, there may be additional COVID-19 positive cases.
To our residents that are watching, I want to reinforce critical information that will help keep you and your neighbors safe. First, it's imperative that you wear a mask at all times when outside your own home or when others from outside your immediate household enter your home. Practice social distancing, which is staying at least 6 feet apart from others and washing your hands often. Second, out of an abundance of caution, if you have guests or are a guest in someone else's home, please self-quarantine for 14 days. The recent guidance from the Pennsylvania Department of Health requires anyone from outside of the Commonwealth to quarantine for 14 days. This includes your children, grandchildren, and friends. Third, you're encouraged to consult your healthcare provider if experiencing signs or symptoms of a respiratory infection, such as a fever, cough, shortness of breath, sore throat, or worsening symptoms. Please inform the residential living team if you're experiencing any of these symptoms as soon as possible.
We're less than a week away from Thanksgiving. As much as I, and I'm sure you too, want to be with friends and family, it's highly recommended that you do not travel or enter another's home for Thanksgiving dinner. The CDC recommends staying home. It's safer for you and those that you love.
To our team members that are watching, we have a few important guidelines for you as well. If you work in residential living, Lakeview, or Meadows, we're eliminating crossover between departments. Please only access areas of the community where you must conduct duties that are essential to your job. If you work in Lakeview or Meadows, your orders for the Daily Brew and Garden Cafe must be phoned in and prepaid using your team member ID badge and can be picked up at the table outside the chapel. Please eat in team member designated areas only, such as a Friendship Cafe or personal offices.
As we shared earlier, please remember our campus community in your prayers. Our God is one of peace, comfort, and goodness, and we will continue to rely on Him for the strength required to combat this pandemic with teamwork and grace.
Thank you again for heeding the advice of the CDC, remaining vigilant with wearing your mask and following all community guidelines, which are intended to keep you safe. God bless and protect you all.